Hello there, and welcome to my Fabalish channel and review. So today I just got these in the mail. I actually got these in the mail a while back, but I haven't been feeling well. So my roommate, he was like, can I get some? I was like, yeah. So he's already tried all of them, and you can see he hasn't left me with much. But this company is called Fabalish. Isn't that an amazing name? Look at the jars. These are so nice. I mean, they're just so nice. But I got the Tzatziki. You guys stay for the full review because I got some treats on this video. The Fab-a Dip. We're also going to review the ranch. This is all vegan plant-based dips. There's no dairy in this, okay? And the Queso, okay? So if you're new to my channel, I do unboxing and food reviews in the car. And as always, or most of the time, I have water with me. And it's always Evian. So, we're going to jump right in. Also, I have a Patreon. So, if you want to support this channel, please feel free to look below the video. Excuse me. And, yeah, you can check out my Patreon. Because with Patreon, you'll have all kinds of, you'll see. Just go to my Patreon. But don't do that now. So, how are we going to do this? Because I have, I'm going to review everything. Okay. Let's start out with, what should we start out with first? Let me see here. All right, so I'm going to do, obviously, the Tzatziki first. So this company, when I first found out about them, I think they were only doing falafel. And unfortunately, I didn't get the falafel. I'm going to try my best to get it, though, because I'm sure you're going to want to know that, right? But, so, we're going to try the Tzatziki first. So, okay, that smells really fresh. I smell mayonnaise, really, really creamy smell. And I can actually smell cucumbers and herbs. I don't know what herbs I'm smelling, but I'm smelling some herbs. So first we're going to dip, and this is a clean spoon, by the way. But I want you to look. Oh, wow. That is really, this is going to be, I can already tell this is going to be a long review because I'm going to really review each and every one. And the ingredient says, well, you know what, let's just eat it first, right? So, how am I going to eat this? How's everyone doing today, though? That's what I would like to know. This falafel's not from them, though, by the way, so. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. If you're new to my channel, you might think I'm just making this up, but if you've been watching me a long time, you know I never lie. I don't care what the companies think. This is absolutely amazing. No wonder my roommate ate so much of this. Are you kidding me? This is the best tzatziki sauce I've ever had in my life. And that's saying a lot. Because to say the best tzatziki sauce is actually vegan. Now, I could say this is the best vegan tzatziki sauce. No, this is the best tzatziki sauce, hands down, vegan or not. I cannot believe this is non-dairy. It is so creamy. And I can taste there's little bits of the cucumber. And you can actually tell, I can taste all the herbs. I'm tasting mint. Let's just read the ingredients. It's cold pressed, high oleic sunflower oil, which I believe that's a really high quality oil. I might have to look that up for you. Aquafaba, cucumber, apple cider vinegar, dill, lemon, distilled vinegar, garlic, salt, mint, Dijon mustard seeds, distilled vinegar, spices, and kombu seaweed. I don't like seaweed. I don't like nothing from the ocean. I don't taste nothing fishy in here. Consume within 10 days. Yeah, more like one day. This is really good. You know, I hate to give something a 10 out of 10 because, you know, I just don't give out reviews that easy, but this is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. I can't get over how creamy it is. It's tangy, but it's not too tangy. Like, it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing more or less I would add to this. I wouldn't add any more salt, no more herbs, no more, less of this, more of this. Like, it is just... Let me get a clean spoon. Let me get a clean spoon. I'm really impressed. All right, I just licked the spoon on this, and I'm still blown away. This tastes so fresh. Like, on the falafel, I knew it tasted good, but I drank some water, and I just tasted it on this, like, all by itself. This tastes like someone made this, like, today. It is so fresh tasting. Like, you can taste every individual herbs, the cucumbers, everything. The smell, I mean, I'm blown away by this. This right here, a 10. A 10. Nothing needs to be changed, in my opinion. They couldn't make it any better. I'm so shook right now. So you know what? I had to go back in the house, and I'm going to just dive right in straight to the queso. And there's going to be chapters on this video, because I got 4 dips, right? So now we're doing the queso. I'm just blown away. I'm really... seriously blown away. So this is, I believe, this is the same thing. It's cold pressed oleic sunflower oil, aquafaba, tomato, nutritional yeast, which in the vegan community, you know, I'm sure you know what nutritional yeast is. And that in and of itself is dried yeast, and there's B vitamins added, okay? And folic acid and stuff. Then there's lemon, Himalayan pink salt, garlic, distilled vinegar, pepper, chili, green peppers, onions, cayenne, jalapeno, and that kombu, which I believe is a seaweed. Oh, my roommate left me a little bit more than the other one, but... Excuse me, one moment. Bear with me on this long review. I'm just a very detailed person, and I'm always blunt and honest on my channel, so we're just going to dip right in. Why not? Yes, I'm using chips this time. It is... Look at how thick... you know, look at... It's not falling off. It is so thick. Well, that's tangy. Okay, I was not expecting that. This is a unique. Okay, so. Okay, first of all, this doesn't taste vegan. The tzatziki didn't taste vegan either. I've reviewed a lot of vegan quesos and cheeses on this channel. The other day, I just told everyone on this channel my #1 vegan queso, because I've reviewed a lot of vegan quesos on this channel, okay? And the other day, I reviewed the queso, and I literally said, like, that is the best queso I've ever had so far that's vegan. Well, that's cold. I warmed it up. I don't know if you're supposed to. Now, obviously, because this is, I think it's whipped. I think aquafaba is whipped. I guess when you heat it up, it's going to be more runny and not so thick. But, and maybe you're not supposed to heat this up, but let's just try it before I make my verdict here. Ooh, hot. I'll just tell you. The other day, I reviewed Kite Hill queso. This is really similar. This is a little bit more spicy. But as far as like, both of these tasting like really authentic, like real queso, like not vegan. They're like, they're like this. I might say, only because I'm being, you know, truthful here, I like the Kite Hill just a little bit more than this, but not by a long shot, not by a mile though. You know what I'm saying? Like if the Kite Hill wasn't available, I would pick this like in a second. I wouldn't even think. The only reason why I say that too is because melted, I like the Kite Hill a little bit better. This is still good melted though. Like this is really good. It is spicy. It does have a kick. And it's not extremely, but it's very, very tangy. And it has a smell. I'm not going to say a funk, but there's something about cheese that has that, I don't know how to explain it. Like a tanginess or whatever. That's cheese. Yeah. The smell and the taste. I think this is better not warmed up. I don't know if it'll go good on a falafel, but we'll try it. Right? I'm already thinking like what this would go good on. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I wouldn't prefer it on a falafel, but that's just me. But it is really, really good. And my roommate told me, he was like, I know this is going to sound odd, but put that queso on some bread. So we're going to do that. Because it is cold. And he said something. And I was like, don't tell me anything, but he did. He was like, you know, pimento and cheese? I'm like, I don't like pimento and cheese. Mm-hmm. Okay. I see who's going with that. Have you ever had a pimento and cheese sandwich? This tastes really good on white bread, but way better than pimento and cheese. Because I was never crazy about pimento and cheese. I never hated it, but it tastes like processed cheap like cheddar or whatever, like the slices. No, this is really good. So I gave the Tzatziki a 10 out of 10. That's a definite buy. I'm giving this like a 9.6 out of 10. It's pretty high. A high, 9 is high. It is a little bit on the spicy side, but I just can't get over. Look at how thick. This is they're just amazing. These products are amazing. I will say one thing, because you know I'm very picky and I'm very detailed. And this is not putting this product down in any way, okay? It to me, this cheese, where did I put it? This queso, to me, in my opinion, is definitely more like a spreading cheese for sure. And I'm not saying it tastes like mayonnaise, because it doesn't taste like mayonnaise, but it's almost as if you took like Velveeta creamy, because it's very creamy. Like a Velveeta, like a creamy Velveeta, and somehow made it spreadable and just had a tang of mayonnaise. For some reason, I don't know what it is, because maybe it's aquafaba, because, you know, they say aquafaba can be a egg replacement, and it is. Oh, look at this. This is gluten-free, sugar-free, egg-free, dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free, but it's not taste-free because it's amazing. So, yeah, this is kind of reminiscent of, I know this is going to sound odd, but like if you was to mix like a cheese mayonnaise, but it didn't sound that good. But this is good. This is good. I give it like what, 9.7. So, yeah. You know, I'm with 9.6. I gave it the 9. I'm going to give it a 9.6. 9.6, okay? And then this one was a 10. And now we're going to get another clean spoon. And where is my jar? Here's my jar. I'm sorry this is taking a long time. I just got over, well, I'm actually still kind of sick. But this is the ranch. Well, he left me a little bit. Okay, that smells like ranch. Like, that smells like fresh homemade ranch. Cold pressed hyaluronic sunflower oil. Again, the oil. Aquafaba, lemon, salt, vinegar, onion powder, pepper, garlic powder, Dijon mustard, distilled vinegar, dill, parsley, chives, and that seaweed again. And so, I'm so happy that you're bearing with me because, yeah. That is like buttermilk ranch. The consistency. That is like so thick. Put this in here. I'm getting a phone call. Okay. This ranch is a little bit... I'm going to try it with some salad. The ranch is good. Okay. It is good. But I don't know what ranch is. This something I got to try with. That's really good ranch. Have I had better ranch? Yes. But it was not vegan. But it's really close. I was really impressed with the other two, and I am impressed with this one, but I don't know if I'm going to give it a 9 or a 10. I like it a lot. The flavor is, there's nothing wrong with the flavor. Okay. You know what? Maybe they made it for falafel. That's kind of strange, but maybe they did, so let me put in some falafel. Actually, tastes pretty good with falafel. It's really, really good. I'm going to give this an 8.7 out of 10, which is a really still high score, and I would still definitely get it. I don't like it as bad as the other two. So far, my favorite has been the Tzatziki and the Queso, like, yeah. And then it's crazy because it's going down the order, you know, it's like, okay. It's good. I just wish the flavor would be just a little bit more intense, or it wouldn't be, it almost tastes like a little bit too oily. But I say that, like, take that with a grain of salt, because I'm not saying, oh, it's oily and I'm giving it like a 2 or 3 or whatever. I'm still giving it a high score. It does have a fresh taste though, and it does smell like really fresh. Like, it's really close to, like, I don't know if you ever like made homemade ranch with like Hidden Valley, and I think it's mayonnaise, and I never made fresh ranch, but my friend did. And I've actually been to restaurants too, I remember, that used to make ranch homemade. This is really, really reminiscent and close. I mean, really close. But let me, just because... But I just got over, like, I guess you could say I had a cold. It was something else. Yeah. It's really, really good. It just seems to be a little bit tinge more oily than I would like. But just a tinge. So, I know my reviews are long. But that's why I have chapter selection on the bottom, so you can go to the next one, right? So, what's next? What is next? This one right here. This is Fabalish Fab-a Dip, plant-based dip made from chickpea aquafaba, just like the rest. This one's the same thing. The Ohio Lake oils, aquafaba, lemon, distilled vinegar, smoked paprika, apple cider vinegar, cumin, garlic, fennel, Dijon mustard, vinegar, coriander, cayenne. There's a lot of spices in here. Oh, this is different. Let me put this here. Can you see that, what I'm doing? Okay, so this one, it looks like the whipping of the dip kind of like went down. It's not as... It's more runnier. I can actually see all the different herbs and spices in there. Well, that's different. All right, there's all kinds of... This reminds me of Indian food. And I'll tell you why. Quality Indian food. There was an insane amount of depth of flavor on this. I've never had a dip. I've never had a dip with this much layers of flavor. And that's maybe when I was in an Indian type restaurant. But in Indian restaurants, I don't remember having dips as much as I've had the food, which I love Indian food. I thought this was going to be spicy because earlier I read the ingredients and I said cayenne pepper and stuff. This is really good. It's smoky. And I'm not too crazy about chipotle. Sometimes I like chipotle, but most of the time I don't like chipotle. Let me taste this with here. But yeah, it's like reminiscent of spices, but it's not too spicy. Chipotle, but it's not too chipotle. My falafel went cold. Get out of here. Oh, I wonder if that's good with the tzatziki. Oh, I wonder if that's good with the tzatziki. They must have made this sauce just special. This dip is so amazing with falafel. It's a little bit oily. You always have to say something, right? It's not as thick. Maybe they didn't whip it as much as the others. It's like I'm getting like this Middle Eastern vibe, but I'm also getting like an Indian vibe from India. But it's unique. Like it's really hard for me to tell you that it's like, well, it's reminiscent of this dip. They're trying to be this dip or they're trying to be that dip. No, this is like their own thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen to the ingredients. First of all, there's smoked paprika, cumin, fennel, Dijon mustard, coriander, cayenne. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Just a little tiny bit. Just a little bit. I don't know if you've ever had yum yum sauce. If yum yum sauce... If someone from India, and I think Japan is yum yum sauce, it's like they took, yum yum sauce, and like, from like, I think it's Japan, and then like someone from India, like said, let's change it up, but really knew what they were doing. And then someone also was like, well, let's put some chipotle in. And they both looked at him and were like, well, you better not put a lot. But they did put a little bit. That is like, and that might not sound good to you, but it actually doesn't sound good to me listening to it. But it's good. It's really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this bread. And I'm going to dab just a little bit of this tzatziki with this new sauce. What are they doing? I think it's a trash collector. Okay. When you get this, I didn't say if you get this. When you buy these products, and there'll be a link below the video on the website to where you get them. I'm just recommending getting all 4. But if you can only get 2, well, that's going to be a hard one because I really like this sauce. If you can only get 1 sauce, definitely get the tzatziki. If you can get 2 sauces, I would get the tzatziki, the queso. But I would definitely try to push toward getting the Fab-a Dip, the queso, and the ranch. I'm sorry. So sorry. Okay. So my favorite sauce, obviously, is the tzatziki. Then the queso. Then the Fab-a Dip. And then the ranch. And that's my review on these products. And I'm really sorry if I'm out of it. Like, maybe I should go into story time. Because I know a lot of the people that have subscribed, my faithful supporters on here, like my story time. But I don't know. Let me think here. So I'm going to not have story time today. Because I realize this video is really long. And this whole video is just going to be on this product, and that's that. But if I get enough requests, I'll try to see if I can actually get the falafel that this company makes too. Because I'm probably just going to go ahead and get it anyway, because I'm just blown away. Like, if their dips are this good, I mean, I can't imagine how their falafel is. But I definitely recommend, I can't stress it enough though, that if you're on a budget, you can only afford 1 dip, get the tzatziki. If you can afford 2, that I would get these 2. Unless, of course, you want something with your... It just depends. I mean, you know, because this queso is not the best warmed up. It still tastes good, but it's kind of like runny. This is more like of a spread dip. Really good, though. I mean, all of these are good. Like, the question is why buy these again? Yeah, especially if they were at the store. And I didn't even read all the different stuff. Let's see here. But yeah, aquafaba is actually made with chickpea water. When boiled, these golden little beans release their superfood magic, creating an excellent egg dairy alternative. And that was another thing that I wanted to add is, I'm not saying that any of these products tasted like egg, but they were reminiscent a little bit of mayonnaise. Like when I did the queso, like I said, it's like a queso spread, really good, but it was unique. It's kind of like a queso spread, and it's like has a little mayonnaise in it. Not that there's mayonnaise in it, but and then the ranch, I mean, I like the ranch, but it seemed just a tad bit on the oily side. But the smell and flavor is there. So anyway, that's my review. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll leave below the video, I'll leave my Patreon and also the website to where you can buy these. All right. And I'm about ready to do a review on story time on what happened when I got sick. Until next time, have an awesome day. Okay. Thank you for staying for such a long review. Bye-bye.